Financial advice can be confusing. Over 10,000 personal finance books are published each year. With so many conflicting voices, how do you know who to trust? Well, worry no more. In this video, we will dive deep into the wisdom of Forbes financial gurus and reveal the 25 most valuable money lessons gleaned from years of interviewing billionaires and market movers. So let's get right in. Number 25. Start small, but start now. Oprah Winfrey is the big media mogul. Before she was rolling in billions, she was just like us, starting from scratch. And her golden rule is to start small and grow. So Oprah's journey began by reading books to her neighbors for pocket change, like literally 50 cents per book. But she didn't let the small bucks stop her. She saved and invested every penny she could scrape together, and it paid off big time. So don't underestimate the power of starting small. Even if it's just a few cents at a time, every bit adds up when you're on the grind. Number 24. Spend less than you make. Up next is one of the most fundamental rules from investing legend Ron Barron. Always spend less than you earn. You'd be shocked how many grown adults still violate this principle. It doesn't matter if your income is $5 a week from allowance or $500 from a part-time job. The key is living within your means and spending only a portion of it. Whenever you bring in cash, make sure to set aside a chunk of it to save or invest before blowing the rest on fun splurges. Number 23. Get money smart early. Bill Gates, the brilliant co-founder of Microsoft, says, "If you learn about money early on, there's a huge potential to make smart decisions over time." The sooner you start nurturing your financial literacy as a kid, the easier it'll be to make wise money choices throughout life. It's like planting a seed. The younger you start feeding that seedling with knowledge about earning, budgeting, saving, and investing, the bigger and stronger your personal finance tree can grow over decades. Number 22. Find work you love. Oprah also dropped this fantastic advice that applies to making money. Find your passion and do it better than anyone else. Maybe your passion is playing guitar, designing cool apps, cracking jokes, literally anything you adore. By going all in on that passion, you'll be more skilled, more valuable, and able to charge top dollar for your services over time. Love your work, and the money will eventually follow. Number 21. Be willing to take risks. Bill Gates has another gem for future entrepreneurs. Being risk-averse is the biggest risk of all. Sometimes in life and business, you have to risk it to get the real biscuit. Now, I'm definitely not saying go totally YOLO on every idea and gamble recklessly. You always have to think things through carefully first. But if a big opportunity comes along that really excites you after research and planning, don't be afraid to take that calculated leap of faith. Maybe it's dipping into your modest savings to start a small side hustle like a landscaping gig or Etsy store selling your crafts. Maybe it's borrowing a bit from mom and dad to launch a passion project. The payoff potential when risking smartly can be enormous. Number 20. Money isn't everything. Our lesson number 20 comes from Warren Buffett. He says, "Money isn't everything, but not having it isn't anything." He's not saying money should be your only priority or measuring stick for success, but Buffett emphasizes that having sufficient money for a stable, comfortable life lays the vital foundation to then pursue your deeper goals and find fulfillment. Moderation is key. Number 19. Prioritize value over cost. According to Facebook's Mark Zuckerberg, one of the wisest things you can do is to don't confuse value with cost. Those are different. For example, it's better to invest $500 in a laptop built to last 5+ years than wasting $200 every 1 to 2 years replacing super cheap junk models. The higher upfront cost ends up being the better value over time. This mindset counts double when investing in durable assets for business. Number 18. Don't love debt.
Of trying to borrow money at 18%, and thinking you're going to get ahead in life, it isn't going to work. And I urge people, they can use their credit card, but I urge them to pay it off before it starts revolving, because it's too expensive. Charlie and I can't make money with 18% money. I mean, we're looking around for float because we don't want to pay 5% for money. And
Another lesson from Warren Buffett is don't borrow money unless you have to. The man has made a multi-billion-dollar fortune by avoiding excessive debt at all costs. Taking on too much debt, especially the high-interest consumer kind like credit cards, is a surefire way to prolong money struggles for years or even decades to come. All those minimum interest payments suck money away that could otherwise be invested and grow your wealth. Number 17. Ask for discounts. Oprah says one of her tried and true tips is to always try and negotiate for more. It means you shouldn't be afraid to politely ask for discounts. Often just that simple ask is enough for companies to shave something off the sticker price to make the sale. The key is not being obnoxious or rude about it, just friendly and appreciative if any discount comes. Those little savings add up over time. Number 16. Invest early and often. Another super powerful wealth lesson from Warren Buffett himself. The biggest mistake is not investing early enough. The earlier you start putting money into investments, even tiny amounts, the faster it snowballs. Thanks to the magic of compound interest returns over decades, investing just $100 per month starting at age 18 puts you ahead versus someone who waits until their 30s or beyond to get serious about investing. Number 15. Diversify income streams. Richard Branson, the billionaire founder of Virgin Group, says, don't put all your eggs in one basket. He advises developing multiple income streams to generate wealth from different sources. Maybe you have a main allowance hustle like mowing lawns or tutoring other kids, but it's smart to also pursue side gigs and other ways to make money. Perhaps you do freelance dog walking, sell crafts online, or even do small investing. The key is diversifying so that if one income stream hits a snag, you've got backups flowing to minimize impact. Number 14. Pay yourself first. Don't save what is left after spending. Spend what is left after saving. It's a crucial philosophy of putting your financial savings on autopilot first, and it's presented by none other than Warren Buffett. It's so easy to blow all your money impulsively on wants like games, clothes, gadgets, and so on. Then, you're left with little or nothing to contribute to savings and investments. Buffett flips that unhealthy mindset on its head. Number 13. Use failure as fuel. Amazon guru Jeff Bezos said, failure is just practice for success later on. The key is having the right mindset when you inevitably experience failure, whether it's a business flop, investment mistake, or anything else that doesn't go as planned. Break down where you went wrong, what you could have done differently, and what positives you can salvage from the wreckage. Use those learning points as motivation and data to refine your approach for the next attempt. Number 12. Know your worth. It especially applies if you plan on being an entrepreneur, freelancer, or highly skilled professional down the road. As Oprah said, understand and have a belief in your worth. Research competitive market rates for your services or roles based on the measurable value you provide. Then, feel empowered to negotiate for that proper level of pay as an employee or client billing. Nail down your worth early and capture that upside rather than settling. Number 11. Build an emergency fund. According to billionaire Mark Cuban, one of the smartest financial moves is paying off debt and creating an emergency fund. That's the safest investment you can make. Having that liquid cash safety net aside for unexpected blows like job loss, medical bills, car repairs, or other sudden costs. Most experts recommend stashing enough to cover at least 6 months' worth of living expenses, though ideally a year's worth if possible. Number 10. Learn from mentors. According to Mark Zuckerberg, in a world that's changing so quickly, you're guaranteed to fail if you don't take a chance on relationships that provide you with mentors. No matter how naturally gifted or smart you might be, having experienced mentors to learn from is absolutely vital for accelerated growth and avoiding repeated preventable mistakes. Mentors have already walked the path and paid those stupid taxes you can bypass. Number 9. Give back generously. This one comes straight from two of the world's most prolific philanthropists, Bill Gates and Warren Buffett. As Buffett puts it, if you're in the luckiest 1% of society, you owe it to rebuild the other 99%. His point is that if you happen to be blessed with great wealth and resources, you have almost a moral obligation to pay it forward and help lift up others through generosity, volunteering, activism, or financial giving. And you don't have to be a billionaire for this principle to apply. Number 8. Keep hustling to learn. Oprah offers up this stellar advice that all lifelong earners should hold. The wealthier you become in knowledge and wisdom, the more you're able to continue that wealth. The more you learn and apply that knowledge over years and decades, the wealthier you'll become in wisdom, problem-solving abilities, and all the ancillary income streams that higher knowledge creates. Number 7. Invest in your growth. According to Steve Forbes, the iconic Forbes media empire's founder, the most powerful investment is in yourself. No other will pay greater dividends than investing to ensure against obsolescence and developing your own abilities. While it requires being diligent about budgeting for these personal investments, the compounded return in increased income potential, career fulfillment, and confidence makes it invaluable. Always keep sharpening your saw. Number 6. Be a savvy negotiator. As real estate mogul Barbara Corcoran wisely stated, when negotiating, always ask first. In any financial negotiation, never automatically accept the very first offer that's put on the table, be it for salary, client billing rates, product prices, or buying and selling assets. That initial offer is usually just an opening bid designed with wiggle room. Number 5. Build passive income. As investor Mark Cuban stated, once you have real income security, you'll have freedom to pursue other dreams. See, when the bulk of your income flows strictly from actively trading time for money via jobs, clients, gigs, and such, there's an absolute cap on your earning potential. You can only work so many hours in a day before running out of time and energy. It's a linear trap. Number 4. Master your psychology. Warren Buffett's longtime business partner Charlie Munger hit the nail on the head with this gem. Developing mastery over your human potential is the highest of all games. Getting super intentional about conquering limiting beliefs, fears, mental blocks, and negative human tendencies like impatience, greed, or instant gratification is more important than any tactic or hack out there. Your internal mastery governs all external actions. Number 3. Live simply. While it's wise to constantly seek ways to grow income, one contrarian money rule is to resist inflating your lifestyle as much as possible along the way. This pearl of wisdom comes from the ultra-rich John Paul de Horia. Live simply and enjoy life's riches. Number 2. Have patience. Alongside a strong work ethic, patience may be the most underrated wealth-building virtue out there. According to Ted Leonsis, former CEO of AOL, lack of patience is the biggest disease of our generation. You don't amass millions by hopping from shiny object to shiny object every few weeks. It requires the discipline to consistently chip away at intelligent long-term plays, steadily investing, skill stacking, grinding on worthy projects, and having the patience to allow compound interest to work its magic over time. Number 1. Have multiple mentors. Our number 1 nugget of wealth wisdom covers the power of surrounding yourself with not just one mentor, but an entire team of them to learn from throughout life. As motivational legend Jim Rohn famously advised, you're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. No matter how much innate talent or money smarts you may possess, you'll never reach your full potential alone. You need to be a diligent student, constantly absorbing games from people who've already walked the path successfully. And there you have it. Which of these tips resonated most with you? Are there any you'd add to the list based on your experiences so far? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video.